Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Yes. All right, Ice Cold Takes need some help. He's trying to get rid of season tickets to the Cowboy clickbait.
Why would he do that? There's only 6 left.
Why would you put yourself through that horse shit? He's trying to get 50 cents on the dollar here for these things. Hey, here's the thing, Ice Cold Takes, and I feel for you a little bit, but I want you to do something. I want you to get up, go into the bathroom, and look yourself in the mirror. Then I want you to choke yourself because you're a dumbass for buying Cowboy season tickets. What a dumbass you are, Ice Cold Takes. However, we all do dumbass things. We all make mistakes, and we all fall for clickbait bullshit, and that's what you did by buying season tickets to the most dysfunctional organization in pro sports in America. Go in there and look yourself in the mirror, choke yourself, and then post those tickets on Facebook Marketplace. Can you sell tickets on Facebook Marketplace? You cannot. You can't scalp tickets on there.
Anytime like you put something like that on Facebook or some shit,
Yeah.
you get these weird messages, or sometimes when I've tried to sell stuff like that, they take it down.
Oh, probably because it's illegal technically? Or?
You have to put a different letter. You have to put Bickets.
Excuse me? Bickets?
Bickets for sale. If you see, if the
I've got some shtickets here.
Yeah, the AI sees tickets.
I see. Interesting.
Or like my buddy put me in this raffle group where you put in like $20, they raffle off like a PS5, and everybody puts in $20 and they'll spin the wheel live. But instead of raffle, they'll put waffle in 20 minutes.
Oh, can I post up like slow cane?
No. No.
Well, there goes that grift. Shout out Matt Nichols. He was at the game.
It's called cocaine.
But he didn't pay for tickets and started rooting for the Lions halfway through. How could you not be a fan of the Lions, man?
There was a
They're
Go
awesome.
Lions chants.
Yeah, it's all those transplants that live in the Metro 6. Half the people that live in Dallas are not from Texas. They're from New York, Chicago, L.A., Midwest, Rust Belt, and shit like that. That was funny. That was not even embarrassing. I'm not mad. I'm not embarrassed because I no longer allow the Dallas clickbaits to rile me up. I told you this week 1. They either win, and that's fine, they won, yay, or they lose, and it's funny. That's the scenario that the toxic relationship that I'm in with the Dallas Cowboys is in. That's where we are in our marriage. We don't sleep together anymore. We sleep with other people.
Y'all live together, but you ain't sleeping together.
We're together. Yeah, we got kids, and we're just going to wait till the kids get to 18 and make it an easy-peasy divorce. Dude, I don't know how anybody who does not have to watch the Cowboys decide to ruin your Sunday like this. Why on earth would you ruin your Sunday for 5 months every year?
Well, okay, what
if
do you mean when you say ruin?
Stopping down for 4 or 5 hours, much less go to the game, especially if you live here and you drive all the way up there and you tailgate all day and you watch the game and you spend $1,000 and you have to get all the way home. Why would you put yourself through that?
A lot of the stuff that our grandparents and parents, not a lot. There's things that our grandparents and our parents raised us on that were wrong. There's some things out there that were wrong with how we were raised. On a very, very small level of things that we could talk about. Sports is one of them. We were raised wrong on sports. We were raised with this theory that whoever you say you like, when you couldn't even tie your shoes and wipe your ass, is who you have to stick with. Well, you've been a Cowboy fan since you were 6 years old. You got to stay with them. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of in my life.
I agree.
It's dumb.
You don't have a college degree from there.
Yeah. Calvin Hill, yes. Tony Dorsett, yes. They played for Michael Irvin, yes. But you, because your grandfather told you, well, once you become a Cowboy fan, this is who you root for forever. That's the stupidest unwritten rule ever. Like, if somebody's not being good to you, leave them. You treat your brothers, sisters, tias, uncles, aunts, grandmas, sisters, brothers, mamas, dads worse than you treat the Cowboys. If people in your life did you how the Cowboys did you, you'd be done with them. You block them. You wouldn't call them no more.
It's just
So
in
why
the
would
fabric,
what's the
man.
difference with this? What's the difference with the Cowboys?
I don't
It's so
know.
stupid.
Half the people watching this show have been divorced, but yet they'll stick with that shit.
No,
Yeah.
man, shut up.
And I'll get criticized by a lot of people.
I
tonight.
don't have no loyalty to the Bears.
What's the first team you? Oh,
Now I
okay.
do
Who were
right
you
now.
raised on as a kid?
The Cowboys.
All right.
That's
All right.
it.
So when did you? How old were you when you thought, I don't know about this? That's fine, but I like other teams too.
85.
Bears. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like the way that looks. And my soccer team was named the Bears.
Oh, okay. I love Joe Montana.
Okay.
And so I was a 49ers closet fan, especially during Tom Landry's. It kind of, Montana's ascension to Hall of Fame legend status coincided with the last couple of seasons of Tom Landry's tenure.
Yeah.
And so, okay, cool, I'll watch the Cowboys with my dad, yay. But I really want some entertainment value here on my Sunday, so I'm going to watch the Niners too because they got Joe Montana and they're fucking great. And, another thing, it's funny, like, my dad probably will never forgive me, but, he knows how much I love Mike Tomlin. By the way, by the time Mike Tomlin replaced Bill Cowher, I was already in this business as a reporter, working at ESPN, all that kind of thing. I don't know, especially at my age, I am not obligated to continue to root for your ass.
No, at all.
Especially when you don't do the things necessary to have success. It's one thing to be a Lions fan. It's not like they haven't tried. They just had a bunch of people that suck. They couldn't find, the Ford family didn't know their ass from a hole in the wall when it came to running a football team, and it took them forever, but they were trying. They were never about bullshit. They weren't stubborn. Well, you have to play this running back because I like him. Mm-hmm. What goes on with the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. The Lions at least were trying. They couldn't figure it out for 50 years, but they were not out there bullshitting their fans. They weren't clickbaiting their fans. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys clickbait us. And I don't let them, I don't get mad anymore. I don't get embarrassed anymore. Those days of getting angry and getting mad and not wanting
week?
Not wanting to have sex with your lady.
Oh, I never went
decided
that far.
not to go out. But some people don't like that.
That's awful.
Yeah, why on earth would you do that, man? It's a beautiful fall's about to get here. We're going to have cooler Sundays. I think it's about to cool off.
We keep saying that, right?
But at some point, we're going to have beautiful Sunday afternoons. You don't have to work. Why the frank would you put yourself through the bullshit of watching a team that bullshits you back? It's one thing to support a franchise that stinks. Well, I'm loyal. I'm from Cleveland. I'm going to be a Browns fan. But they are bullshitting you. They're bullshitting you. They are not about winning.
No.
They do not do the things necessary to win. They are soft-ass people, the Jones family, and they allow their persona and their perception to trump them up as these tough people that they'll do anything to win. No, they won't. Zeke Elliott bitched this week about lack of playing time. And so what happened today? He got more fucking carries than Rico Dowdle. That's bullshit.
He bitched about playing time.
He
this
bitched
week?
about playing time. And so Mike
the dude
McCarthy
who wouldn't be employed
you
without
bet your
them?
ass. And Mike McCarthy was told play Zeke more because he's pissed. And Rico Dowdle got 2 fucking carries. That's bullshit.
Well, they were behind though.
Doesn't matter. Zeke got the carries when they gave guys. How many carries did Zeke wind up getting? 8, 9, 10?
Yeah.
They weren't behind when it was 10 to 3.
I know what you mean.
It's 10 to 3, and you're giving the ball to Zeke Elliott in the first half. They bullshit you. Why would you support someone who constantly bullshits you? It's not about effort. That's fine. I get it. Pro sports, you ebb and flow.
Yeah,
Cincinnati
for sure.
Bengals, they dealt with bullshit for 30 years. Finally, they got Joe Burrow. They got Zach Taylor as their coach. Now they're 1-4. They're probably the most talented 1-4 team I've ever seen. They're probably going to kick the Giants' ass tonight and get their season back turned the right way. It's not about suck. It's not about not being good. It's about being bullshitted. And the Cowboys are bullshitters. And I don't know why anybody would continue to watch them and ruin your weekends by watching them.
I get watching them. I just think you have to get to the point where you don't care win or lose.
But still, why watch? Had 95% of our viewers not been Cowboy fans, we would not be doing the show.
No, right.
I wouldn't have watched them today. I'd
we
say,
have no choice.
I would have said, let's do the show earlier so I can watch the NLCS. I can't tell you how much more interested I am in Mets-Dodgers than the fucking Cowboys. but 90% of our audience
No, we got to do a job.
are Cowboy
We got
fans.
a job to do.
I have a job to do. I would love our podcast to blow up and go national, where this show is on and we've got 5 million subscribers. That way I don't have to focus on them anymore. We can touch on them, but not focus on them. It's bullshit. It's in the building. We ain't bullshit. We don't bullshit you. We're legit two dudes in here busting our butts trying to entertain the people best we can. And it's on a day that the Cowboys get beat at home 47-9 to the Detroit Lions today.
And that's with 12 trick plays. If they're not doing trick plays, it's probably 63-9.
Correct.
That was
They're clowning the Cowboys.
Texas versus Louisiana Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll say all that. Everything we said, Mike, I agree with. But I will also say this. When you go back to the Saints game, right? Okay, when they were fully healthy, the Saints embarrassed them, and the Saints haven't won a game since. So let's be clear. They were already a bad football team. The Saints haven't won a game since they came into Jerry World and embarrassed them.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a team that's already bad, and then you take 6 people from them. So what I'm saying is, was that bad today? Yes, but they were already bad. Now they're just awful because they're decimated with injuries. So I'm not. If you're the diehard Cowboy fan that this affects your week, I would be more mad about the New Orleans game than I am this one, because we're missing everybody, and we already weren't good. I'm not trying to give them an excuse. I'm just being real.
Correct. I agree. And
they're hurting.
And I'm almost pissed that they had so many guys out on defense.
Yeah, because it
gives them an excuse. Because here's what I saw today.
It's a legit excuse, though.
I saw a football team quit because they're chicken shits. That's a chicken shit organization. And when things get hard, they get beat 47-9. If it was not a chicken shit organization, if it were, let's say, Dan Campbell's team, and he's got that many guys out, they may not win, but they ain't getting their ass trucked 47-9. It's not gonna happen. They knew those guys were going. All week long, that coaching staff knew that we've got a bunch of guys out on defense. The Lions are great on offense. Our offense is going to have to score some points. And the offensive coordinator, Mike McCarthy, who should be terminated tonight, by the way.
You think so?
I would have fired him after the Packers game. I don't think they'll fire him. They should. He spent all week knowing he's going to have to score points. And he runs the same fucking vanilla-ass plays all night long. And not only does he do that, he game plans Zeke Elliott's ass into the game because Zeke bitched and Jerry loves Zeke. Zeke Elliott, who would not currently start, much less play at the University of Texas.
On any team.
The Longhorns have 4 guys, and I'm not saying this for shock jock value. The Longhorns have 4 running backs on that roster in Austin, Texas, that are better than Zeke Elliott currently is. They got 4 guys on that roster that are better than Rico Dowdle currently is. Rico Dowdle barely got playing time today.
After a
good game last week.
Right.
Because you're not serious about winning. You're bullshitting your fans. You have an 82-year-old asshole who's out there just having fun.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Fuck Jerry Jones.
Major asshole.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is
I'm delighted that happened on his birthday.
All I'm saying is happy birthday, dog. That's it.
I'm just saying.
I hope he falls face first in his fucking cake they gave him on the Fox pregame show. Why he still has so much power in the NFL and clout
because they moved
is beyond me.
Because we have to start. Because even though we don't want to, First Take doesn't want to, Get Up doesn't want to, Shannon and Ocho don't want to, but everybody in America tonight or tomorrow is starting their show with 47-9. That's why he's so powerful.
But they would anyway.
What you mean?
If he just get his shit together and stop bullshitting and get serious about winning and stop lying, they still would, because he happens to own the most popular franchise on earth. And it ain't all because of him. That was America's team the day before he bought the fucking club. Mm-hmm. That already was America's team. And they'll continue to be. If the Joneses sell the team tonight to Mark Cuban or Michael Dell or somebody, they'll still be America's team next week.
Sure.
So I don't want to give him even that much credit. But the league allows him to just run roughshod. And his fans do, his players do. And I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want shit to do with that. They're liars and they're con artists. The Cowboys should have gotten beat today because they're not better than Detroit, even if everybody's healthy, right? But to lose like that, where you lay down like a bitch.
At the crib.
That's correct.
Biatch.
Not only did you not, McCarthy had all, okay, fine. Hey, it is what it is. Jerry wants me to play Zeke more. He's got busted feelings. And by the way, hey, Zeke Elliott, fuck you too. You bitched about playing time. They gave you more playing time, and you proved this to us all once again what a suck ass you are.
Fuck you too.
All it meant is that you're all we saw today was more concrete evidence that you're washed, man. Zeke Elliott, if he had any pride, he'd retire tonight. But he don't because he's cashing checks. Although he's going to continue to cash checks. They're all about friends and having fun, and they're scared. They're a bunch of pussies. The Cowboys are pussies. And their team plays like it. And whether it's today or maybe in San Francisco or in Atlanta or when you look at how brutal that schedule is, I don't know how you get one win out of the next four. At
I
some
thought they were
point,
gonna win today.
because it's a chicken shit organization, they are going to lay down and quit. They are. The San Antonio Spurs have not quit in the last 5 years. They've sucked. They have not stopped trying, though.
Fair.
Even though the Spurs have stunk for 5 years, every day when they wake up, they still have that same corporate strength, that foundation. And everything about them is pointed toward trying to get great again. The Cowboys don't care about that. And Jerry Jones gets this pass where people just assume, no, he really wants to win. No, he does not. Or Zeke Elliott wouldn't be on the team. Or Dak Prescott's ass would have got a contract the first year he was a free agent, so you wouldn't be stuck with his ass now.
Dak Prescott sucks.
They're not serious, and they're bullshitters. It's not just that he don't know what he's doing. He's a bullshit artist.
Talking about Jerry.
Yes.
Sure.
Sorry for all the cussing.
No.
It's I can't stand idiocy like this, and it just chaps my ass at the success that they have financially.
Watch the language, little boy.
I
Sorry.
want to talk
My fault.
A message for Dak Prescott. I would not trust CD Lamb as far as I could throw him. Like there's little things and little shit CD's been doing over the past few weeks since he's gotten paid. I wouldn't trust him. I think at the first chance he gets, CD is going. The body language is off. The side eyes to whoever he's looking at in the sideline. The way he talks to Dak. The way he acts after Dak misses him wide open. Dak's alone. Like CD's super talented, right? Like CD's the only weapon out there right now. But Dak is out there alone because CD has given up on Dak. And we saw it like his mom didn't come out and say that because she was breaking down film. His mom came out and said that last year because CD calls her after every game because that's probably his best friend. And he's pillow talked with his mom like we all do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want Dak to know. I just want you to know you're alone, bro. I know you think you and CD got this bond because y'all are the two best players, y'all are the two highest paid, and you're alone. Every week I start to hate CD more and more. And I don't use the word hate often, but I do not like CD Lamb at all.
Who's this?
That's Jerry.
This is my Halloween costume.
I don't like CD Lamb, man. I'm starting to dislike him. I was like, man, I thought CD was a little bit different.
Here's Mike Zimmer.
Dude, what the fuck are you looking at, Zimmer?
How do you respect a guy who looks like this?
Let me talk to you. Stay like that.
Okay.
They're going up and down on the field on you.
Yeah, they are.
What on that pamphlet are you looking at?
Some titties I printed on my internet just to give you some distraction from the game.
Yeah, because every time they score, you smush your glasses down and you start looking at that stupid piece of paper.
I'm more mad at the offense tonight. Although Zimmer needs to,
But the
he
offense
wouldn't have
has
been my
no
defensive
help,
coordinator.
Mike. There's no running backs.
And that's on but Mike McCarthy didn't sign the running back core. Mike coaches who the general manager brings in. But Mike sucked this week. Mike knew, okay, if you're on Monday morning,
McCarthy or Zimmer?
McCarthy.
Both.
Well, they both suck.
Okay.
But I'm more pissed off at the offense tonight. You're Mike McCarthy, and on Monday morning, you know two things. A, I'm not going to have my two edge rushers. Kendricks is now out too. Deron Bland ain't ready yet. I've got 6 starters from last year's playoff run, plus Kendricks now out. I got to find a way to score some points. And not only that, my boss, who, if I say no, will fire me, has told me play Zeke Elliott more. Okay, fine. And maybe I know it's an impossible ask, but that's McCarthy's job this week. Find a way to score points, knowing you've got to play Zeke more because its feelings are hurt. Because your defense is going to give up some points. And that's the bullshit you run out there. You want to get on CD Lamb. He's the only good player they have on offense.
No, you're right. I'm not saying
They're
he's not
forcing
super
him the
talented.
ball. If he's pissed, it's because Dak's not very good. And honestly, I'm right there with CD Lamb. Why?
Really?
How can you not be pissed at Dak Prescott?
Only because I know you hate diva wide receivers. He's becoming that.
Well, I understand that, but they're not. A lot of them are divas, yes, but a lot of them make good points. They just don't handle it right.
Right.
They don't handle it like a pro.
I'm not crazy about his body language.
I
I'm
know.
not crazy about this shit ain't on me body language. CD's body
Well,
language.
it's not though. It's so bad. I'm now Team CD. At least he's the only father mucker on that offense that's good. As far as Dak, and in defense of Dak, by the way, who's terrible. I said this after this Pittsburgh game. It's the worst 5-year start. It's the worst start he's ever had.
Sure.
And he was even worse today. Dak Prescott's bottom 25. He's if you ranked them all right now, Dak's probably about 20, 21, 22. And I might be stretching it. He's terrible. He's horrible. He's the worst red zone quarterback in the league right now, statistically speaking. But in his defense, he's got CD Lamb and nobody else.
That's it.
They double CD, so I got Tom, Dick, and Harry over here. Ferguson's been completely taken out of the offense because there's no wide receiver depth. And oh, by the way, my 2 running backs, neither one of them could play at Texas.
Both suck.
Neither one of them could play at Texas A&M. Neither one of the current running backs for the Cowboys could play for Oklahoma. So in Dak's defense, what the fuck's he supposed to do? And I know he's terrible. It's just all caving in on itself. Because he don't have enough help, so he's playing terrible. And he's probably overplaying, and he's been awful.
Doing too much, yeah.
Yeah, it's caving in on itself because the general manager, who's 82-year-old general manager, this country demanded Joe Biden step down because he's too old. When the fuck Cowboy fan gonna stop supporting this bullshit? You have an 82-year-old general manager who needs to step his ass aside too.
Their great-grandfather told them they can't.
Well, then y'all need to reevaluate how you look at shit. Your great-grandpa would be okay with it. I'm going to give y'all permission. This is bullshit.
Their great-grandfather told them, you got to stay here. You can't leave. Sports are stupid.
Presley Wallace, $2. Thank you, Presley.
We got some other money, too.
Jump in here on the Super Chat. You can tip us that way. You can also buy me a coffee or 5 if you want to by going to the link that LG posted. Somebody bought coffees earlier, too. I was yelling and missed it.
LG has it.
L. Harley, $2. Thank you. One of the fans attending games going to learn, Mike. I don't know. I would not go to a Cowboy game right now unless I got free tickets. And I may not even do that. I might go to the tailgate, do a little post-game show, and get my ass out of there. Why do I want to sit in that? And by the way, it's a terrible place to watch an NFL game. It's not loud. The fans are 6 miles from the field. It's a terrible home field advantage. I'm distracted by the ridiculous, opulent, over-the-top bullshit screen they have with that half-assed sun-baked field, which we saw at least 3 times today impact Cowboy players who couldn't see the goddamn ball.
That?
Yeah, because the old fucker up there in the box, the 82-year-old general manager, is too prideful to put curtains up. He won't do it because he's been told to do it.
Right.
He's like a 14-year-old little fucker who got busted in the cookie jar, and he's going to be stubborn. That's who y'all want to support? Not me.
Not me.
I'll talk about their ass, but I'm damn sure not going to put why would you go to that? I don't watch it. It's hard enough. Why on earth would you make the trip up there and go through the bullshit of that?
Stupid.
And we got hardcore Cowboy fans that like this show. And I hope y'all might get mad, run off for a couple of weeks.
No,
tough
they're-
shit.
they're
I'm on here
mad
telling
too.
you how things
They're
are.
mad too.
That's how things are. Paletta Man, $5 every Sunday. I sell out of Cowboys Dingus flavored palettas. Of course you do. Give me that. Yum 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 yum. Cowboy can't get enough.
Buying a dingus
Yeah, all you
flavored
Cowboy
paletta.
homers, it's Swalloween for you assholes. Why you spend money? You work your ass off all week to make money. This country's fucked up. 1% of the population, I went and saw Bill Maher last night, so I'm all politically all charged up.
Yeah.
1% of the country is in charge of 35% of the money. 10% of this country owns 70% of the money. So the 90% of us rest left over, we're fighting for that other 30%. Why would you spend your hard-earned 30% on that shit when it's $18 for a beer? That's crazy.
I'm not.
Why would you spend money to go to a Cowboy game? That is the most idiotic thing I can think of right now. Rogie, $5. Thank you, man. Commanders lost, but this was a good moral boost. We can hang out with anyone. Cowboy fans, how's your ass feeling? Yeah, they gave the Ravens all kind of hell today. I mean, you're not going to win every game. They got a rookie quarterback, but they fought hard. They damn sure gave the Ravens a better challenge than the clickbait.
Well, the
did.
Cowboys came back and made that a game, remember?
Yeah, that's on the Ravens for sitting down and chilling in the fourth quarter.
Right.
The Lions didn't do that, though. But I tell you, do not listen to them Lions. Oh, no, we're professionals. We don't weeks don't carry into the next. That's last year. We're long over that bullshit.
Dude,
the Lions came in here
trick
ready.
plays.
They went bang on the Cowboys.
They wanted the offensive lineman to score because of last year.
And got mad when they got a penalty call.
Ben Johnson really had time today.
Yeah, right. And by the way, miss me with the injury shit. You know, and I know it's
No, that's not a legit excuse, Mike.
It can be, but they quit. That's the thing. They quit. Oh, we got guys out. Oh, we have no chance. We're going to get beat 47-9. A Dan Campbell coach football team, even though he's going to lose, he ain't losing 47-9. They got their best guy on defense today. Another guy who I forget to mention is better than that overrated ass Micah Parsons, Aiden Hutchinson. They just lost his ass for the year, probably. He broke the shit out of his leg. They going to come out next week and quit? No. They're going to rally. They're going to play harder. They're going to bite more kneecaps off because the Lions have a great organization. The Fords have finally found the right combination of GM, head coach. Jared Goff's become a stud leader. They're going to still be even Brady said toward the end of the game, even though Hutchinson is probably out long term, he still thinks they're the best overall team in the league. And a lot of it is their talent in the NFC.
Okay.
A lot of it's their talent, but a lot of it is because of the culture of the organization that Dan Campbell built in just 3 years. You can win in the NFL. You can do it. And the law of averages says you're going to win just because you can't possibly win every year. Every year we have 80% turnover in the playoffs.
I don't know if Hutchinson should have been in that game.
And by the way, a lot of people are pissed off at the turf. That was a turf injury. He got hit, but his foot got stuck.
Yeah, well, that's
your guy Clarence E. Hill's screaming about that today on Twitter.
That's been a thing for a while.
A lot of guys want to go to grass.
Only reason why, like at first I was like, okay, maybe we're making too much of this.
Yeah.
But as soon as the World Cup got announced, it would be here. But the FIFA people, World Cup people said the only way we're coming to these stadiums is if y'all put real grass in them, which is something that the players and the Players Association has been asking for in the NFL. But as soon as the World Cup people said you need real grass, everybody complied.
Correct.
That's when I was like, wait a minute. Y'all's money isn't even, like, the World Cup's not coming back here for 20 years. Y'all are complying to them, but not to what's going on right now with your players. That was weird to me, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Josh Hudson, $5. Thank you, Josh. I know you say Cam Newton as an acronym for ass, but Dak really is Cam 2.0. Signs of great early in career, but horrible accuracy later on. Yeah. Dak shouldn't be the quarterback of the team.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be in this scenario if I were the general manager of the Cowboys. But I am. But it is what it is. I wouldn't have paid Dak the contract extension. I would have let him play the season out.
Me too.
But now you're stuck with a guy. You gave him all this money for what he did 5 years ago, and he's terrible. Granted, he doesn't have much left to play with, but he's terrible. And he's not going to figure it out because he plays for an organization that has the worst corporate knowledge, the worst corporate culture in pro sports in the country. He's not going to be like Jared Goff, who switches teams, he's lost. He's in Detroit. Everyone forgets he's alive.
Right.
But what does he do over the couple of years? He puts his head down. He stays a pro. He keeps working. He gets better. He takes advantage of the coaching he gets. He takes advantage of the great culture that's being built around him. And I'll be damned, Jared Goff. I mean, would anybody even argue right now? Goff versus Dak? It's a no-brainer. You take Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing and an insult to Jared Goff to compare him to Dak Prescott. But I'm just making a point. It's ridiculous where they are, and they deserve every minute of it because it's the same old shit. The names and the faces change every year. The ones that don't are the idiots in the owner's box, and that's whether they win 12 games or not, we all know who they are. They show their ass eventually, just like they did against Green Bay at home in January. Mm-hmm. The Dallas Cowboys are a waste of your time. Just a waste of your time. All right, show brought to you in part by Ribaldo Realty. My man, Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate agent of In the Building. If you are in need of a real estate agent to not only maybe buy a home, but maybe sell one too, our guy, Jay, is your guy. Matter of fact, I think he's working with somebody right now trying to sell a house.
Mm-hmm.
He just closed on 2 more this week, and he's got an In the Building subscriber that he just met with last week. He's going to take care of. We talked about him on the show last week a little bit.
A little bit.
That guy's name escapes me. That's our guy, Jay Ribaldo, 210-887-1081. You can email him directly, jribaldo at kw.com, jribaldo at kw.com. We can talk about who should be here. We can talk about who should be the coach. Like I would have fired McCarthy after the Green Bay game. We can talk about whether or not Mike Zimmer should go. We can talk about Dak Prescott. But what do I always say? The names and the faces will change, but the corporate culture will not.
Right.
And whether they win 12 games or 9 games, they eventually will show who they are, and who they are is what you saw today. Backs against the wall, coming off a nice win on the road, back at home, got a good team in town, lots of injuries.
A miracle win on the road.
Yep, I know. That shouldn't even happen because Mike Tomlin shouldn't be playing that damn Justin Fields. The quicker they can get Russ back, the
They
better.
ended up winning today, but I feel you.
No, because they got great
They're
corporate
playing
culture.
the Raiders.
You think Justin Fields would have won any games with the Cowboys? No. His head would be he'd be so drowning in the ocean of the Cowboys and their bullshit. They're just
Done.
gross. They're just gross. I'm not putting myself through that again. I will not watch another game unless I'm just.
Well, we have to.
Do we though? Can't we come on this show and not talk about them all the time? I don't know that I don't think we'd lose subscribers. Hell, we might pick new people up because we're not talking about their sorry asses. I pride myself. I consider myself a man of faith. No, I pride myself on being that Texan. I've been through some wars in my life. I'm
Fair
a tough
question.
guy. I make hard decisions. I do the necessary things to win. I take chances. Why a guy like I'm almost a hypocrite if I'm going to sit up here and slurp the asses of a football team that goes against everything I stand for as a man. Everything I stand for as a man, everything I stand for as a sports fan, all the things we're taught in Little League, all the things you're taught about how you live your life and how you carry yourself, they go against all that. So maybe I'm a hypocrite for running my mouth about their sorry asses all the time. Maybe we need to scale back on Cowboy talk, just do an NFL recap. Oh, I know I don't want to commit suicide on our show, but
No.
we'll talk about them, but I'm not wasting another Sunday on their asses. Thank God they have a bye week.
They got to buy. But when they come back from the bye, there's some dogs waiting on them.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to go to San Francisco The Falcons are playing better. Kirk Cousins may hang 450 on their ass when they go to the whole Atlanta in a few weeks. All right, it's In the Building presented by Texas Cheer Liquor 2.
What's up, TCL?
The official liquor store of In the Building is Texas Cheer. They got 7 locations, 6 in the greater San Antonio area, 1 up in Bernie, Texas. It is Texas Cheer Liquor. They got sweet hookups here for the rest of the month of October. Spooky deals.
It is spooky
Super
specials.
spooky deals. Super
Spooky
specials.
specials.
Wine
Spooky
specials.
specials for October.
I get my celebrity drinks mixed up. Who does that? Delola again? J-Lo?
J-Lo. Jenny from the block,
With
sir.
her big ass. Can't keep a man because,
Don't do that.
yeah, no, she's got issues.
Only $16.99.
Come out this week. Well, it's on sale because she can't keep a man. She's having to lower her prices. No, I'm kidding. It's AD who lowered the prices. Yeah, but that only takes you so far, man.
Shit, she took it to $300-400 million.
No, she did. I know, but every guy that deals with her is like, oh, cool, she got a great ass. Oh, yeah, but that's about it. When she dies, her ass is going to melt and go back to dirt, but her legacy will be,
Jesus.
she's got problems. But apparently she makes pretty good booze. Well, the people
That's
that
great.
make it for her.
It's really good.
Delola. What is that even? Is it like
Spritzers.
liqueur?
Yeah, spritzers /
Spritzers
liqueur.
and stuff?
Only $16.99. Tasty. And then, of course, our buddy, Still Austin Bourbon and Rye. Only
Nice.
$39.99 all of October. And then you got the Woodwork Cabernet Sauvignon for $9.99.
Nice.
And the Alatone Sauvignon Blanc
Oh,
for $4.99.
that's normally a $20 bottle of wine. He's giving it away for $4.
Giving it away.
Man, and then outside of those specials, make sure you mention us at all times when you
Tell
mention
them, because if you
In the
don't
Building.
say In the Building, you're not getting a discount.
Can't be the guy who's on the podcast.
No.
Can't be the handsome black man.
No.
Got to be in the
I'm in the building.
in the building.
Relax, Mike Chayek.
How much truth is it that Affleck realized, oh, you were screwing around with Diddy? I'm out.
L'Oreal left her when she got arrested with Puff at the shooting in the club. L'Oreal dropped her. That's why
as a
she broke up.
spokesperson?
Yeah, she broke up with Puff right after the shooting at the club, where Sean ended up going to jail for 10 years. She
Wow.
left him.
Okay. Ice cold takes $5. Who started at left tackle? What happened to the first round draft pick? He was active, but he didn't play. Tyler Guyton.
He got a
Gave him
long
up.
future.
So Fort Worth's own Tyler Smith got slid over to left tackle, and they played T.J. Bass or whatever at left guard. But Guyton was active. So why was he active if he was too hurt to play? Because why can't you activate somebody who's not hurt? It's almost like
Right.
you wasted an active spot. Not that it mattered because they got blown out, but why are you wasting an active game day spot and suiting a guy who can't go? That's peculiar to me.
I don't know.
That's weird. What's up, Isaac? The third, $20. Thank you, Isaac. No Henry and not adding other weapons to go with Lamb pretty much led to what the Cowboys fans are seeing and will continue to see this season. Yeah, their ass is grass. This is the beginning of a massive meltdown.
Everybody must go.
And because of that shitty culture, you're going to see how we're going to have cliques now forming in the room if we don't already. Lack of leadership. You're going to see CD probably have a meltdown at some point. You're going to have fist fights in the room. Guys going to throw each other under the bus. God knows what number 11 is going to say on his podcast on Tuesday. This thing's about to fall off a cliff, and you know what? I'm here for it all. If I got to be forced to watch their asses, at least give me some entertainment value. And I'm entertained these days in their drama because their on the field product ain't worth the shit. So
At all.
At least if you can't win, at least entertain me. At the end of the day, that's more important to me anyway. I want to be entertained.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be entertained. So I hope for full blown locker room bullshit. I want pure buffoonery starting right now. I'm not going to get mad and criticize it. I'm going to laugh my balls off. I hope CD causes a shitstorm in that locker room. I hope he throws a helmet next
He's on
Sunday.
his way.
I hope he throws a helmet in San Francisco.
He's on his way, brother.
I hope George Kittle reveals an F Dallas t-shirt again and somebody runs over and clocks him in the jaw. That'd be great. From now, starting tonight, I cuss too much, and I feel bad about that.
You should.
Starting tonight, though, just entertain me, baby. JEB. That's my rally cry for the rest of the Cowboy season. If I'm got to sit here and watch these assholes because of our people that watch our show, and I love my people.
Love
I've
y'all.
been mean to y'all.
Love
I'm
y'all
sorry.
hard.
We're having a hard discussion tonight. I don't want to offend my listeners.
Uncomfortable conversations are good for business.
They are. I get y'all pay me and y'all support this show because y'all know that I keep it real, even when you don't like what I'm saying. So starting tonight, I've got it off my chest. I got my top button undone so you can see my chest. I know you like my chest hair.
It's a lot of hair. It's like an 80s porno.
I know.
It's like an 80s porno on your chest.
JEB from now on. I want pure chaos and bullshit. We're stuck with Dak. They got the owner now forcing the coaches to play Zeke because his feelings are hurt. You know what? To hell with looking at this from a standpoint of like normally when you watch a game, it's about winning. And you're looking for strategy, you're trying to see who's playing well, who's not. I don't give a shit anymore. If I'm going to have to watch them, I just want to get entertained. Starting next week when we come in here, of course, they got to buy. In 2 weeks,
Right.
I ain't going to come in here and talk about, that was a nice play that so-and-such made. And that was great coverage by... No, I'm going to mention all the funny parts of the game that entertain
I'm fine
me.
with that.
I'm about entertainment value.
What's up, LG?
Pedro's in here with the 3 coffees. He says,
up, man?
hey, the Spurs won the second preseason game.
Good
Yay.
for the Spurs. Yay.
And Steven bought 3 coffees. He says, I'll listen in the morning. The Dodgers are playing. Thanks for getting me through the day.
Appreciate you, man.
And we've got a couple off-air coffees that were bought while we were over the weekend here.
Okay.
Annie G bought 3 coffees. She says, love you hard.
Aw.
Brian Bridger bought 33 coffees.
What?
Whoa.
He says, F that B. Catherine Guerra bought 35 coffees.
What?
She says, my husband is a member and I saw your show often. I know it's not much, but I hope it helps.
35 coffees.
And that's it.
They bought those over the weekend when we weren't even on?
Yes.
Aw, that touches my heart. I love
And that
that.
catches us up on coffees.
Oh, thank you for thank you, man. Bernard's in here. How big of a check would Jerry need to send you for you to say good things about him in the clickbaits? Well, I could be bought for sure, Bernard.
I can be bought.
I have a court hearing on Wednesday about child support. Believe me, I can be bought. I'm just, again, I get paid to keep it real. I'm just saying. Tonight is really about keeping it real. All right, let's move on. I'm just these assholes. A lot of drama in the NFL today. Anything else before we move into? I want to know what happened to you over the weekend at Texas Cheer.
Oh, say that for Orlando.
Okay, we will. I'll segue into him next. But there was a lot of other teams that actually do the right things that played today. In Denver, my Broncos, who I like because of Sean Payton, got down big, 20-0. Damn near rallied back, got beat, fell short, 23-16. But Harbaugh had to leave the game for a short time.
He had the squirts, right?
They're saying he had heart problems.
Nah, he had the squirts.
You think he had to take a dump?
I think he had to take a shit.
Okay. Apparently, they're saying he had an arrhythmia.
Oh.
You shouldn't joke about arrhythmia. If you got the squirts and you don't want to tell the media that you got an upset stomach, then probably it's bad karma to say my heart don't work right.
Oh, well,
So,
then that's different.
Jim Harbaugh said after the post game, in which they won, the Chargers won 23-16. That's another guy who would never work for Jerry Jones.
Ooh.
Never. Harbaugh. Jerry
No.
could offer him $15 million a season. He wouldn't do it because he's got integrity. He's a weird son of a bitch. He's a cheater at Michigan, but he wouldn't work for Jerry. Harbaugh said that he had an irregular heartbeat and needed to go take a break. For Harbaugh to leave a game for a minute, as insane and
But he came back.
old school as he is, yeah. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni was screaming at his own fans
You
today
saw
in
that?
Philadelphia.
That was
what
weird.
a dumbass. That guy, I'm so sick of his
I don't
bullshit.
like Nick Sirianni.
He's the biggest douchebag.
He is.
in
We got to
sport
put
right
him
now.
on the douchebag.
He is a
challenge.
colossal douchebag.
Colossal.
And his fake toughness bullshit. Remember the alligator tears in the Super Bowl during the anthem? Oh my God, this dude.
I don't like him.
Sirianni was seen on camera today yelling and gesturing toward fans of his own team. The Eagles hung on, didn't play worth a damn, and still beat the terrible Browns 20-16. And when the game was over, he was asked about that and just winked and said, I was just excited to get the win.
They beat the Browns.
Says, we thrive off the crowd when they cheer for us. That's what I'll say. We hear them when they boo. We don't necessarily like it. I don't think that's productive for anybody. He's pissed off because they were booing how bad the offense has been all season long, really. You know? Stupid. What a hell of a day. But no, I'm stuck watching the you-know-who.
We all did.
I know. Okay, now what do y'all think about Tom Brady? He's great. He was awesome today. Tom was good.
He overtalked a little bit.
Well, it's part of the process.
When you're talking and David Montgomery's 7 yards into the next carry.
Well, that's all, but he's a lot better. He's
a lot
good.
better.
Now because remember
Lot
you
more
and I
comfortable.
agreed he'll work. If we know anything about Tom Brady, he's going to put the time in. And you talk about a dude who don't give a shit. He got approved today. He's 10% owner of the Raiders.
I know.
So what that means is he's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to talk to opposing coaches anymore.
Why?
Because it's a conflict
It's
of
tampering.
interest. He could
But
be,
Fox is giving him $37.5 million.
Yeah, and the league's still letting him buy 10% of the Raiders because he's the GOAT. But he's not going to be able to prepare for the games as much. Like, because he's now an owner, he can't, do the pregame interviews. And, the way it goes, the way they do it is on Friday night or on Saturdays, I think. They go and spend, an hour with the opposing coaches.
Okay.
And talk to a bunch of players in person.
Okay.
At the hotel. Because he's now a part owner, he can't do that anymore before games. He has no contact with any of the guys.
So he'll only have the transcript.
Yeah. Well, that's a private conversation, though. Fox gets an exclusive sit-down, one-on-one.
Every week with both coaches.
Correct.
And he can't be a part of either.
Correct. But
Gotcha.
Burkhart can.
So what, he's got to relay it to Tom?
I guess, or roll on his phone or something. It's pretty. I don't think this is right.
To allow him to get 10%?
Yeah, but still call games?
Well, then give Fox their money back.
Or don't let him buy 10% of the Raiders. They're not letting Troy. They're not letting other
that would be
other guys.
un-American.
Only Brady can do that. No, I don't think they wouldn't. It takes 2/3 approval of the owners, and they approved it. There ain't no way. Steve Young. I mean, Steve Young. Greg Olson's not going to be allowed to buy 10% of the Raiders.
Mm-mm.
Tom Brady is. I tweeted this earlier. I was joking. I wonder if Brady's like, "Hey, Greg, you want to switch and get back number one? I'm going to go to number two because I don't want to look at the fucking Cowboys anymore." Here's Tom Brady, the epitome of sportsman, the epitome of champion. Tom Brady is the quintessential representative of greatness. You have to know he's sick of watching the Cowboys with their dysfunction and their lack of leadership and their buffoonery and their
He's only had the Cowboys, right?
4 times. No, he didn't have him last week because the Cowboys were on CBS. Oh, they were on Monday night too. So this is the 4th game in 6 we've had Tom. He's got to be sick of their asses.
He's sick of it.
Ugh. Can I switch for Greg Olson? You know what? That wasn't cool. I shouldn't have taken Greg's job. Let Greg go back to number one. I just don't want to watch these damn Cowboys no more. And I'm assuming we'll get Tom again for Cowboys 49ers in 2 weeks. That'll be the game of the week in the NFC. And the 49ers will probably embarrass their ass.
Poor bastard.
All right. He'll have to find a way to cash in those
Find
checks.
a way, baby.
It's a grind calling those Cowboy games. All right, let's do some punches tonight. I'm gonna let you go first tonight.
I'm going first.
And I might not even have one. All right, so something happened. I've only seen the posts of this. So it's time for People I Want to Punch, presented by the law office of Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer of In the Building. All right, for more, here's Rudy J.
So I'm at Texas Cheer, as always. Texas Cheer liquor number 1. Petranco passed 211. I'm going to start at the end and work my way back. This is like one of those movies where you're like, damn, why are they showing us this?
I
What
almost
happened?
think we need some production value in
Yeah.
here, LG.
I'm gonna start at the
Sounds
end.
like story time with Uncle Rudy.
So I get in my truck last night, Toyota Tundra 2019,
Yeah.
and I started, and it's more powerful. It sounds more powerful than it's ever sounded. Immediately, I call my wife. I'm like, babe, my truck sounds weird.
Didn't you just have it worked on not long ago?
Just for the window.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
And I was like, this is weird. Drive off, hit the gas. My truck doesn't sound, I'm not that guy. Pull over, Google it. If your truck sounds like this when you start it, if your truck sounds like this when you press the gas and it's right under your driver's seat, you probably got your catalytic converter stolen. Immediately, my mind starts going. About 3 o'clock yesterday. So I opened yesterday. I did 10 to 9 yesterday. I opened at 10, closed at 9. My relief came in at 2, but Texas Cheer Liquor number 1 is super busy. So we never close on our own. It's always 2 people. So my man Brad comes in at 2. So at 3, I was like, man, hey, Brad, I need to go hit my cigar for a little bit. I've been here all day. Go out to my truck at 3. Again, I'm working backwards. There's a Ford F-250 with a trailer right next to my truck, like at an angle. I don't think anything of it. I just like, keep in mind, there's a salon, there's a Subway, there's a Rusty Nail, there's a Pizza Hut. There's people all day. I don't think anything of it. Sit down, I bring my tailgate down, light my cigar. Dude, beelines, speeds off, quick as shit. Jumps the curb to speed off. I'm not thinking anything of it at this time. So this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not thinking anything of it. But now once we get to 9 o'clock and my truck sounds like that and I Google it and it sounds, I'm like, damn. Old boy with the F-250 and the trailer got me. So I hit AD about 9:15 last night. I was like, bro, I think this dude got me for my catalytic converter around this time. AD sends me the video. He got me.
There's video of the guy doing it?
There's video of him doing it.
Oh, wow.
Video of him doing it. And as the guy's walking, also, so there's a guy walking from Pizza Hut, spooks him. The dude who's still in my catalytic converter jumps in his truck. The Pizza Hut dude, he's a kid. He's 19, 20
This is in the daytime.
middle of the day. 19, 20. He doesn't know. He probably thinks some dude's working on my truck. He walks off. Dude who's still in my shit jumps in his truck. He sees the dude, Pizza Hut dude walk off. You see my dumbass come out. On the video, you see my dumbass come out. I'm on the phone with my wife at the time. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm on break. What are you doing? What y'all doing? And she starts talking. I'm like, wait. I can't hear you. There's this big ass truck driving off. I had no idea at that time at 3 o'clock, this dude is driving off with my catalytic converter.
My God.
Yeah. So I've Googled it.
Wow.
You can drive without it, but it's the loudest, most obnoxious sound ever. They're expensive. They sell for a lot. They cost a lot. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no
So
luck
what's
at
the
all.
long term? Like, can you keep driving like this?
I haven't driven it. You
Rudy
can.
came to my apartment today, and I noticed you were not in the truck.
No, it wasn't in my truck. I drove my wife's car. I can drive it without it, but it's like ridiculously loud and it's awful for the environment to drive without the catalytic converter.
It's the least of your worries right now.
Yeah,
the
so-
environment. So
I have to do it because the catalytic converter costs so much. I'm gonna have to do a claim. Pay my $500
but you're a crime
deductible.
victim.
Oh no, for sure. I sent it to my brother-in-law, who is a police officer. AD
Okay.
has sent it to his brother-in-law,
Wow.
who's a detective. He got me.
So,
he got me in
all
my
right.
face. I walked out there and I didn't think anything of it. He got me right in my face.
There's post. I don't know if LG saw the post or not. We should post this again. I shared what you posted on social media.
So punch that son of a bitch.
How do you get a catalytic converter? Do you have to pop the trunk?
No.
I mean, you have to pop the
No.
hood? Where
No.
is it? Underneath the car?
Mine is-
Underneath?
yes, underneath. He had to go.
So he
underneath.
crawled underneath your truck.
in broad day.
He's been watching you. He knows your truck's parked there for a long time.
Probably.
He knew you weren't going to be coming back for a while. Wow, that's scary, man.
You got me.
Ugh, I feel violated for you. That's the scary part, that he knew that black truck's parked there all the time. He's out there scouting
And
around.
I don't know if Texas, there's some states where it's illegal to drive without it.
What is the point of a catalytic converter?
Exhaust smoke and sound.
It's for
It's awful for the
it's
environment.
EPA stuff. Yikes. I
He
think
got
you
me.
need to
Punch
find
him.
this guy and file charges.
AD already posted it to the Redbird Ranch page, but
Good.
when I started thinking about it, he ain't from that side. You don't shit in
Hey,
your
what
own
do you
backyard.
mean, Holmes? Where do you think he's from?
You don't shit in your own backyard.
No. Dang. What a ballsy dude.
Wait, John Fox says, I got a guy to take care of you on the Catalytic. Give me a call. I got you. I will do.
All right.
Just put some high flow cats and take it to a muffler shop.
Punch this
Not
son of
worth
a
the
bitch.
claim, in my opinion. Thank you. Filters the exhaust, I think.
Wow.
But this is the other thing. Let me punch someone else too. Let me punch these people that put shit on our cars and trucks that we really don't need. That don't cost $2,500. Like, why are you putting this on my truck if I really don't need it? And there's another way to do it. Punch them too. Because I start Googling and everybody's like, oh, you can drive without it. No, but it's like it's the most obnoxious sound
Wow.
you've ever. As soon as you press the gas, it's awful, bro. It's entirely for emissions. Exactly. He got me.
Dang, man.
He got me. He got me. With the trailer. He had a trailer full of shit, and my brother-in-law, who's a cop, was like, yo, bro, I guarantee you that whole trailer's stolen.
Wow.
So punch him.
What an asshole. Dang, man. I can't top that. Not this week.
He got me. I was like, I knew it. I was like, man, my truck never sounds this powerful.
Damn.
He got me.
No bueno, man.
LG, you got a Catalytic on your truck?
Yeah.
And you know what pisses me off? When I bought that truck, and I just thought it was a sales guy being sales guy. He said, hey man, do you want a cat cover? Something to keep your catalytic converter from getting stolen. It's 300 something bucks. It's worth it. I looked at my wife, I was like, you see this motherfucker trying to get us? Trying to get us. No, I don't want that shit. I'll never get, he was telling me, hey man, you need a catalytic converter cover, like a little security, little safe for your catalytic converter. And I was like, oh dude, this is just some salesman trying to get me.
I'm
No.
assuming that you are going to file charges when they find out who this guy is, right?
I'm waiting on Amon to go, because the footage Amon sent me from his phone.
Sing,
There's
motherfucker.
footage from the actual shop that will have, hopefully, his license plate. Because on his phone, the license plate is there. But because it's from the phone, you can't see it. I'm hoping from the store, you can actually make out. Even if I have to, even if I just want his ass caught.
What an asshole. So what does he get out of it? What do you do with a catalytic converter?
They're worth money.
Okay. But by the way, who's buying them?
People,
Shops,
everybody.
shops should
Yeah.
shops should stop
Go ahead,
buying
LG.
catalytic converters.
There's a huge catalytic converter recycling center right off 35. I think New Braunfels, the Shirts
Don't they
area.
know all of them are
They
stolen?
buy the stolen
Yeah.
ones, LG?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they're worth a lot. It's like stealing copper.
Well, this needs to be cracked down on.
The
Oh, it's
Tundras.
been a problem for years.
This is a racket.
It's been it's been
the
a racket
Tundra-
forever.
Yeah, it's been a racket
On the
forever.
shops that are spending money on these things, I'm saying.
The Tundra is the easiest. Like if you see the
Wow.
video, He was in and off of my truck 2-3 minutes.
They usually just use a sawzall and just saw it right off and then take it. It doesn't take them long at all.
He was in and out 2 minutes.
What a piece of shit.
And I walked out there, and you see me walk out. I'm on the FaceTime with my wife. And Anna's like, yeah, babe, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, I can't hear you. There's this truck driving off. He jumped the curb leaving because I was walking out.
Good grief.
But my dumbass, I had no idea he was still my catalytic converter.
Highly unfortunate.
It's all good.
Man.
Life be lifing.
Sorry to hear about that, man. I'm like,
My
where
wife
you
dropped
were
me
last-
off tonight.
She brought you here?
Yeah.
That sucks, man. Into Building fan just bought a coffee. Cat converters. Oh, I missed it, LG. You have to read it to
Cat
me.
converters are a hot steel. They leave platinum deposits and other precious metals in the filter.
Dang.
Just get a straight pipe to cover it. Texas inspections never check for cats, and inspections are going away at the end of the year. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't need an inspection.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's strictly for emissions, and it's loud.
Highly unfortunate. Man, I'm sorry that happened. So I just feel it just feels so violating.
Only
'Cause
because
he
it was like
stalking
broad day. The balls with the trailer, bro. Like he has a trailer with like caterpillars and lawnmowers and weed eaters. Got me in and out. Hopped out the truck. Oh shit, there's a Pizza Hut dude. Get back in the truck. Pizza Hut dude leaves because he doesn't know what the shit's going on. Boom, hop out, chop it off. Oh shit, there's a black dude coming up. Oh shit, this is the black dude's truck. He knows what I'm doing. No, he doesn't.
Wrong here.
No, he doesn't. Black dude is just like, hey man, how you doing, man? You didn't have to leave. I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. Speeds off, hops the curb.
A local screwball.
Yeah. Got me. Got me. It's all good.
Dang.
You get 24 hours to be sad. The next 24, you got to figure out what's the solution. Because
Right.
being mad
You have to
about it don't
process.
fix shit.
No, I know. That was me last week.
Well, that's different.
My crying
That's
ass.
different.
No, we're at
that's
war
different.
now.
That's your children in a whole other country.
I know, but
A catalytic converter and
know,
your
but
children are two different things.
I get it, but once you process it, now all you can do now is react to it. You can't mire yourself in.
Right.
And by the way, I appreciate lots of folks that have reached out to me, and I know someone hit you up about doing an interview with me in the paper. That podcast we did the other night got a lot of attention, obviously. Anybody wants to quote that? You wants the quotes from me? The show.
Do it from the pod.
Go pull quotes out of the pod. I'm on. By the way, I've been told that if I go visit my kids in Peru, people don't want me to go alone. Nina, my sister, stepmama, they're worried about me going down there by myself. I feel like we should try to make some lemonade here and have it in the building from Peru.
Shit. LG.
If we could get it sponsored,
make it
that would be
happen.
cool. Are y'all down to go to Peru with me and do
I know
shows?
LG's down to go anywhere other than San Antonio.
I know, but y'all are busy guys. We all have other jobs. Would y'all be willing to go down for 4 or 5 days if I could get it paid for, or at least partially paid for, and we can do some shows from Peru? Why not, right? We'll come up with some content. Get you out of the country.
How much does it cost to go to Peru, LG?
It's about $1,000. Depends on how. Obviously, it depends on how far out you book the tickets, the flights. It's probably like 3 G's a person. 3 G's total for us to fly. Then you gotta. But once you get there, everything's real cheap.
It's cheap. Well, you got to get there. That's every country.
Yeah, it's a third world South American country, so the pesos get stretched out pretty good there. Like the dollar goes a long way there. We can get a nice cheap hotel for $40-$50 a night. It's the flights that cost the money, and to eat there's cheap.
Can I drive?
Once we rent a car,
No, to Peru.
you could, but
Once
if
I
you
get
leave
to
tonight,
Miami.
you might get there by March. Although you'll have more than a catalytic converter taken from your truck before you get through Mexico. So I wouldn't recommend driving down there. Anyway, I'm just throwing shit out anyway. So that sucks, man.
It's all good.
Doubling up on the asshole who.
It's all good. We'll leave that alone.
Blows. All right, so Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer, I've been in the building. That precious woman that I live has helped me gather a lot of materials. We got a hearing on Wednesday. I'm confident that, and I'm not trying to shirk the system. I'm not. Well, I've got a child support hearing on Wednesday.
Oh, got you.
Because I've been sued for back pay, which I'm not trying to get out of back pay at all. But to take my babies and run with them behind my back without consent, that's my defense. Sir, I'm dealing with crazy. I want to, or madam, whoever the judge is. We're not trying to buck the system. I'm happy to pay, even if I have to get 5 jobs. I mean, it is what it is. But we're going to use the AWOL and the kidnapping of my babies as part of our defense. And I'm confident because Orlando's going with me. That's my guy. Well, we don't just talk about our clients. We use them too. We use them too. So Orlando's my guy. I have retained his services. And he is going to be repping me on Wednesday at Bexar County Court. So y'all give me some little bit of.
Yeah,
I need your thoughts. I need your prayers. I need your good vibes.
Whatever.
All right. Well, if you need a family lawyer, our guy is Orlando Kell. You can reach him directly at 210-775-4995. Or you can shoot him an email directly, too. The email is orlandokell@gmail.com. Family law, divorce, anything you can think of that comes with family law practice. Orlando's the man when it comes to doing it.
Prenups.
Yeah, prenups probably a good idea. Divorce for business owners, property division, uncontested divorces, military divorces, high conflict divorce. That's me. I'm in the high conflict divorce category. Orlando can do it. Also hit him up. That's our guy. All right, who just bought us coffees? I missed that when I was doing the live spot.
It was someone.
Oh, what's up, someone?
Someone of the GOP.
Appreciate you, someone.
They bought us 20.
Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate
Someone
that.
bought 20 coffees. It's
Thank
been
you,
a minute
someone.
since I caught y'all live. I've just been freeloading off Spotify, and now I know how Zelensky feels. Sign the official in the building GOP president. P.S. Mike, I'm praying for you. You're a good man,
Thank
sir.
you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Your guy Trump is pulling ahead in the polls, most of them now. That may be a good November next month for someone. That's how he goes by. Hey, Seuss, usually a legal document needs a notary public to witness a signature. If she forged the signature and had a notary sign off on it, then you can sue the notary too, I believe. We're trying. We're working. Thank you, Jimbo, and thank you, Jesus. All avenues are being explored right now. That's what I can say.
I ain't saying anything else.
It's been a long 2 days.
I'm going
paperwork.
athlete on the rest of the way here. I'm going athlete. We get mad at the athlete when it's like, why won't he just say it?
Oh, you talking about politics? Like president?
No, I'm talking about just when you're dealing with legal shit.
Oh, yeah.
And the athlete's like, I've been advised not to discuss. I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah. I don't think we can do a show at Machu Picchu, Big Al.
What is that?
It's at the very top of the Andes Mountains. It's that long-lost ancient civilization city that they found that the Incas lived in 10,000 years ago.
Who's there now?
Tourists.
Oh,
Yeah.
tourists.
But it's pretty cool looking. I would like to go.
I wanted the Incas to be there.
I don't think we can. Well, there's all them Peruvians are all descendants of the Incas, most of them. Yeah, so I doubt that. I doubt the Wi-Fi is too good up at the top of the Andes Mountains, but it would be a cool trip. I'm just trying to make lemonade. If the kids are going to be there for a little while, I got to go see them. Try to make the best of it. It's an adventure, If we can get a show down there, that would be cool. If I wind up having to go without y'all, I'll just figure out a way to do shows down there. LG showed me an app a couple years ago, if not less than. It was an app that showed you where really good hotspots were for Wi-Fi. Remember that, LG? That app you showed me that time?
Yeah, that's probably not relevant anymore.
Really?
That was years ago.
It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
That was before the pandemic.
Okay, well, what's relevant now? How do we do that now?
Gosh damn it.
I don't know. We just got to research it. Honestly, Reddit's the best place. Go to the Peru Reddit subreddit and ask how the Wi-Fi
Dude,
is.
I
What are the
remember
speeds
I
like?
downloaded Reddit because I was going to be a day trader, and I haven't logged into Reddit since.
Yeah.
Remember when during
Wall
the
Street
pandemic?
bets?
Yeah, during the pandemic, Reddit became the shit. Like,
You were buying GameStop?
I was buying Dogecoin.
Dogecoin?
I actually made a couple grand off Dogecoin.
Yeah, great.
Dang. Did you cash in before it went bust?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Shout out to a bunch of in the building folks I ran into last
Where?
night at the Majestic Theater.
Where were you?
Well, Nina and we went and saw Bill Maher and had real good seats last
Was
night.
Hawk Tua there?
I don't think so. I'm still mad at him for having her on his podcast and cheapening it, but whatever. One of my all-time favorite comedians, my favorite political pundit, is the great Bill Maher. And last night, me and Nina went and saw Bill do about an hour and 45 minutes of stand-up at the Majestic Theater. It was really cool. Loved Bill. I've loved him for years. And met 4 or 5 folks that were there and came up and said, "What's up?" Dude on the street came up and shout out to a guy called Harold, who was our waiter at a place called The Rose. It's right there off Broadway in La Jolla. We used to go down to the old Ticket. Remember that right there on the corner?
Yeah.
Well, right
hell
there
yeah, I
now they got
remember.
something called The Rose right there, catty corner. And had real badass caprese sandwiches and some.
You talking about the Rose Bush?
Is it the Rose Bush or the Rose? I think it's the Rose. I think it's called
Is
the
it
Rose.
a food truck park?
No. It's a restaurant
Oh, okay. I
bar.
don't know
It's
what you're
really
talking about
nice. Very swanky.
Of course, because you live in Alamo White.
Well, this was downtown, sir.
Oh.
On the corner of Houston and La Jolla, down the street from the Majestic Theater. Shout out to you, Harold, in the building subscriber, who was our waiter. So shout out to him. So I had a good time. Love Bill Maher. I like Bill Maher because he throws everybody's ass under the bus when they deserve it. He's not one of these Sean Hannity douchebag types. He's not one of these Rachel Maddow asshole types. Bill talks politics like I talk Cowboys. Even if I want a particular person to win the election, I'm going to bust their ass when they do dumbass things. Keep it real. Pedro, LOL, rooted the Incas and Aztecs have been extinct for 1,000 years. Yeah, but those are the descendants. They're not extinct. That's not
Pedro,
true.
kiss
Those are
my
the descendants
entire
of the
black
Incas that
ass.
live there now.
That was funny, though.
Pedro, you're a descendant of the Aztecs, Holmes. Y'all
What
aren't
is he?
extinct. You're not
I
extinct.
thought he was Hispanic.
The Aztecs are what became Mexicans.
Oh.
They speak Spanish because the Spaniards showed up and raped them all.
Michael.
Well, they did. They didn't speak Spanish. They ain't been speaking Spanish in that part of the world forever. They were speaking that. I don't know how to say it. I can't pronounce it. Those long-ass words. They still have Mexican towns that have those old names. Like, you see some of those Mexican towns in Mexico. I can't pronounce the names. They have like X's and Z's. Oaxaca.
Yeah.
How do you spell Oaxaca? It's like
Easy.
Oaxaca or some shit. It ain't spelled like Hawk Tua.
Juaca.
Okay, see? That's not
how you spell
that's not how you spell it. I think I spelled it right the
you were
first
close.
time.
Yeah, I think you were either right or close.
That's not a Spanish name.
Tuaca.
That is a native Mexican name.
Oh.
Those weird ass ancient civilizations. So, I mean, you see my woman? That woman is an Aztec. Although that's those facial features that Nina has.
Can she ride a horse and hunt a hog?
I bet it'd take her about 1 hour to learn. No doubt. Well, call her and ask her if she sleeps with me. She'll tell you how it is riding a horse.
Magnum Dong.
Let's get out of here.
What are we doing?
Slackers.
Are we doing a slackers thing?
Yes.
What's our slackers
LG,
thing?
you got it. Bam! Toss for tatas.
Toss for
Eee.
tata.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Speaking of the titties, Rudy, what are we doing here? I got to
We're
go
doing
show
this.
my nipples.
Yeah, the Toss for Tatas, an annual event supporting breast cancer awareness. Enjoy a pink. What is that?
A pink what?
Well, it's going to be at the Rector location, North Star.
The Rector.
Specialty pink cocktails,
Yeah.
vendor giveaways, and more in the building live. This is a Thursday. Mike is going to get up in the dunk booth, show us his
Okay.
1980s porn chest hair and his nipples.
Absolutely.
And we're going to donate money to dunk Mike into
Aw.
the dunk tank and raise some money for the Toss for Tatas, an event they've been doing over there at the OG Slackers for quite some time now.
Very cool. Shout out to Slackers, the official studio host. Luis Flores, $2. Thank you, fellas. Enjoy the show. Be safe. All right, so we've got some. Steve-O's been to Houston. He's been to Peru. Says the hotels, apartments in Lima have pretty good Wi-Fi. It's a good idea to buy a Peruvian SIM card so you can have access when not at the hotel. Okay. See, my twins, dude, I'm not trying to get all upset again.
No, it's cool.
So we're having a hard time talking every day now that they're there because their Wi-Fi sucks where they are at, and so it like cuts off a lot.
So why don't you just do regular call instead of FaceTime?
Oh, because
You wanna see
gotta
'em.
see them eyes, man. Yeah, but when it doesn't work, we just
the
talk
eyes,
regular.
Chico.
We just talk regular. Talk regular. All right. So what are we're off tomorrow, right?
Yes.
For Nina's people, Indigenous peoples,
people.
Indigenous America's Day tomorrow.
We taking off.
Navajo.
I fully anticipate a Greg Popovich rant how it's Alamo Heights needs to stop celebrating and calling it Columbus Day when it's Indigenous Americans Day.
LG can't take shit serious.
So when are we back in here on Tuesday night?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I might do
LG, what time you get off Tuesday?
Probably like 7.
I might pop on tomorrow and just put some content on the channel if y'all are okay with that.
What do you mean?
Because y'all are both working all day, and I ain't got shit to do. I'm off tomorrow, so I think I'll just pop on and do 30, 40 minutes. Shit I didn't get to from the weekend. It won't be the effing Cowboys, I guarantee. I can't
Only
guarantee.
thing you do for 30, 40 minutes. Everything else is 2 or 3.
What's that? Oh, I know. I know. No, I know. You know what? I know how to. I know how. It depends on. It's this beer right here.
What is that?
This right here is
It's a Michelob, right? A Michelob Ultra.
Ultra. Orderly. I got me a big old can in here tonight.
Does
Look at
that's not that Steel Reserve.
No, that's not Steel Panther. It's Michelob Ultra Prickly Pear.
It's a Four Loco.
Is your prickly
No, dude.
pear?
It's Michelob Ultra
Is your pear
Infusion.
prickly?
That's actually good. The prickly pear is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Is your pear prickly?
No, it's veiny, but not prickly.
You shaved it?
Oh, my pubic hair? Actually, I
Mike,
need to shave right
Jesus
now. I'm
Christ,
getting a little.
dude.
I'm getting a little Don King like down there.
That's racist as fuck.
What do you mean it's racist? If you look down there, it's gonna look like Don King's in my pants. I need a shave. It's been a
LG,
while.
Cuban
I've let it
music.
go down there. I need a machete to. I can take a machete and start off, and then I can get it down low, and then use the clippers. Well, I guess that's it. We're done.
We'll see y'all Tuesday, bro. Jesus.
All right, we're off tomorrow to celebrate.
We're celebrating the indigenous.
Correct.
People.
Shout out to
Indigenousness.
all of Nina's ancestors and my mom's ancestors.
And the fake ass Christopher Columbus, you gosh damn.
Cristobal Colombo. That's it. We're done. Hey, F the Cowboys.
F them.
Just entertain me, baby.
F them.
F the son of a bitch. It's still Rudy's catalytic converter.
Yeah, F him.
And we'll see y'all back in here on Tuesday night. Love y'all hard. Peace out, chicken grease. Appreciate it. I made some money tonight. I like it. Love y'all. Thank you.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god! He nutted on my leg! He nutted on my leg!
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.